Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, role players. I'm Doug Baldwin with Dicewise Entertainment, bringing you Star Wars Saga Edition actual play podcast audio, as well as live streaming as rollmongers on Twitch and a bunch of other places that Jeff will tell you about in just a minute. This is Star Wars Rise of the Consortium podcast. Jeff, where else can they be heard?
We do a live, raw, unedited version because I would like to claim that the early access we get to patrons, they get 10 times the show, better music, better editing, the full Monty, as it were. But if you happen to be kicking around on a Friday night, you can catch us on Twitch, you can catch us on Trovo, you can catch us on Kix, you can catch us on Vaughn TV, and you can catch us on, what's the other one? Gone right out of my head. Anywhere you get your podcasts on Spotify as well. And that's about it. But the best stuff comes later on release dates and on YouTube later.
Our cast includes Matt Witt, Ryan Messina, Jay Tamlin, Jeff Ball, and Drew Malburg. When last we left our adventurers, they were working on a mission for the Zon Consortium. The price of laminanium has gone way up, and the only source of it is on the planet of Chandrilla, or the primary source of it. And this particular train of laminanium is an important one. And if they can shut off the flow, it goes right down this particular track on a regular basis. We could disrupt the supply lines for quite some time, and the Zon Consortium could make a move with the extra laminanium they're getting from this train. But if the party can blow up the track after that happens, they're going to make some mint. That's what they'll make. Unfortunately, another group has been hired to blow up the train. And so when the party got there, they got into an engagement, started fighting with the opposing party and trying to disable mines as they went along. We're at the top of round 12. And the Blackfish is over on the eastern side of the map, on the beach beside the bridge. And TP had just flown up with the Blackfish's ally on the end of his force pike and dumped him on the beach beside him as he was barreling toward the Blackfish himself. The Blackfish, on his turn, steps over to his ally and leans down and starts administering aid. That is the end of his turn. Next, something happens that y'all can't see. And TP, you're up.
Excellent. I believe I'm mid-flight right now.
Yes.
I'm pretty high up
Yeah, you were diving down toward the Blackfish.
Yep.
And the Blackfish, and I think I sort of ruled that you were carrying Bucket on the end of it, and so when you got there, he sloughed off the end of the pike onto the ground. And instead of engaging you, the Blackfish went to aid his ally.
Oh, what a nice guy. Kind of makes me feel bad for what I'm about to do right now.
What is it?
I am going to charge.
Okay.
Into
lethally?
Oh, yes.
No stun? Just
if I can be lethal, I will be lethal.
All right. No, I mean, you absolutely can.
And I believe I have a reach, do I not? No? Okay. So then charge into this guy and attack him with my two-handed power charged force pike.
Okay.
Come on.
You got a nat 20.
Nat 20. Yes, let's go.
He's out of force points. He's out of destiny points. So, other than the fact he's likely to burn a force point to keep from dying, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, so like, the whole dragoon jump, come down on top of their head with the pike kind of thing, and then like pinning them straight to the ground.
Okay.
From the top.
Okay.
And yeah.
And like not Buddha's palm, it's more like Buddha's finger.
Yeah.
All right. Then next up is Smash, who moves up and opens up his e-web on Bakur. And he is going to brace. $26. Does a 26 hit you, Bakur? Bakur?
Yeah. Sorry.
The least interesting Clintonian.
Least interesting. Oof, you've been
That's
demoted,
because he was
sir.
slow to respond. He could have been the best, but he left me hanging for a minute.
I was working on technical difficulties for the stream.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with that and the fact that there's an
26
blowing
hits.
up in your face.
26 hits.
All right. Well, you take 33 points of damage.
Okay.
And does that? I suspect that breaches your damage threshold, so you go down another step, I think.
Okay. I'm already at -2.
Yeah. So
which is already hurting my AC from 27 to 25. So now I'm at -5 to everything, dropping my AC to 22.
Correct.
Ow.
You're at the moment, you're spending a full round action trying to disable this bomb, the explosives you're adjacent to.
Yes, sir.
Which is probably why you didn't
make
see
those
the
rolls?
rain of.
I'm just wondering if I made
So
those
you
rolls
rolled
last
them. I
time.
made you hold them. Technically, what I want is you to wait to make the rolls. But the last things in the chat was you rolling and spending a force point on it. So we're going to hold that, and you'll know the results of whether or not that was successful when it's your turn. Gunderson has company in his crow's nest in the southeast corner because Morrow has flown over and landed inside to fight. So he's going to shoot at you with his blaster carbine. And I imagine a 21 is not even within a force point, is it?
Oh, no, you're within a force point.
Just right at the edge, probably. Yeah, he's got it. 24? Probably not. Maybe if you're down the track.
I am down the track. I'm wondering why it's not calculating me as such on my form. But yeah, no, that should still miss.
Yeah. All right. What else does he want to do? I think there's anything else.
Spraying is a free action.
Well, he's at full hit points, has taken no damage, and the person who came and charged him, he's taken half of his hit points away from him, and he knows it because he's the one that shot at him. I think he thinks that things are pretty good, although he did just hear come over the comms from the other side of the map. So.
I need backup.
Ash,
Coffee?
I believe you were freed from your
Yes, I was told to let it go.
force
Disney
choke
princess.
last round, which sent you over to these explosives where you were trying to persuade them not to blow
Be
up.
less explosive.
Yes, because
Correct.
I believe I see you having rolled a persuasion check on your turn last time.
That was a conversation between me and another force user.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. What are you
But
gonna
yes,
do?
if I am near an explosive device, I would like to convince it to be a non-explosive device.
All right. I don't believe did you start working on it last round?
No, I did not. No.
Okay.
No.
It is a full round action.
Okay. Solid.
And so you will roll when it is your initiative next
Yes.
round because you have to sink the cost into it. You know.
Fair enough.
Zephyr.
Yes.
You have no opponents over there, although you are reasonably beaten up.
Within expectations. So Blackfish did go down from the spear.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you know, it depends on how you interpret a force pike sticking through this his cranium.
Oh shoot, he's still alive.
Yeah, you might want to double tap. It could be zombies.
Well, actually, can I just spend a perception check to make sure that Bucket and Blackfish are still, like, not getting up? I saw him go over to his friend. I don't know what they're doing.
You asked what?
If I could do a perception check to make sure that Bucket and Blackfish are both down for the count. I don't see them moving, potentially getting up, anything like that.
Okay. At range, it's going to be difficult, but you can certainly take there's going to be a penalty for the fact that you're not treat injury next to him. You are trying to assess something from further away. That said, TP did bring Bucket over on the end of his pike, landed on the ground, and then shove his pike through the skull of the other guy. Now, so there's going to be some balancing out of the difficulty of how much they're moving.
Okay.
But yes, you may absolutely spend a swift perception. Give me a perception check and a swift to check on their status and see if we can find some more descriptive adjectives for the bleeding out that's happening on this beach. Normandy didn't have this much blood.
Yeah, and my main concern is he went over to his friend.
Yeah, he did.
A longer description, you say? Well, seek no further. I have my thesaurus.
We
I'm
just
known
don't have
for
that kind of time. Moving on.
What if you set me up for that just to shoot me down? Thanks a lot.
You'll never know.
25.
They, what nuance are you looking for, Drew? Are you looking to see whether Bucket got like 50 hit points and is ready to stand up and take TP on? Or are you looking for like that extra kill shot because they're at 0 hit points and you just want to make sure they never recover? Do you see that?
Yeah, I think it's more of I don't want to turn my back on someone, right? And get shot in the back. So
That would be TP that you don't want to turn your back on, not given what I've seen tonight.
fair enough.
They do not look, they look like that. Let's just say that if they are alive, it's probably going to be minutes before they stand up.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Can I use my ascension gun to get up onto the walkway?
Yes. Have you used it at all prior to this?
No, and I think I only have 1 round left of like power pack or the jetpack.
Okay. So you absolutely could. There is also on each side, although it's not really well placed there. There is a stairwell to take up. So you can just go up the step. There is a set of steps that is not clearly visible on each end, and you happen to be on the side that the stairwell exists. It's on the south side, on the west end of the bridge. There is a stairwell on the south side. Hope that made sense to everybody. On the east side, there's a stairwell on the north side of the bridge, which is where you're adjacent to. So you can go up the stairs if you want to go up.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. And you're at 2, and it's 5 to get there. So we'll just say that a move action essentially takes you to the top.
Okay, perfect.
Because that's 3 in a diagonal and, climbing up. Yeah, there's 5. It's 5 up from 2 to 7. So, and I think you still have a standard if you want anything with it.
Let's see. Could I potentially, like, how far away is? Not Bucket. What's his name?
Gunderson?
The Crusher guy.
Oh, Smash.
Smash.
He definitely would have some cover from the stanchions, but he is point blank range.
Okay.
With what I would give him cover with where you're at.
Sure. Why don't we just try a shot at him?
Okay.
Let him know he's not.
And you can put the -5 in if you want when you fire it, or I can deduct 5 afterward, or you can take 5 off it, and then I'll take 5 off after.
Oh, awesome.
What a deal, right?
Let's see. No aim. There we go. Negative. -5. 26 to hit.
Would you like to spend a force point?
Yes, I think I will.
All right.
Ooh, 6 out of that.
You missed. No, I'm kidding. It's my favorite joke. It's never funny. All right. He takes 16 points of damage. Actually, he doesn't take 16 points of damage because he is a elite trooper. So he gets some of that back. And I think that's you, Moreau, in the shootout with Gunderson.
Well, from where I am, I've got exactly 1 option.
0 range.
Yep. And a quick reminder that the shields can only be activated once per combat. For 5
yes,
combat?
if they have been worn out, you cannot turn them back on unless you have a completely separate shield installed somewhere separately.
Okay.
Which is what Salamanca did. I think he had 1 on each arm.
Yeah.
And just for clarity, I don't recall whether, I know you did not have much jetpack juice left. Did you turn it off? Did you have a swift to turn it off, or need one? And is it off?
It's off, but it's also empty.
Okay. So it is both of those things. Fair enough.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to just fire from here, I suppose.
All right.
That's a 17.
That is not within a force point.
Okay.
Okay.
No, on the comms, I'm not going to be able to hold him for long, guys.
Bakur, at the top of your turn, you complete your full round action attempting to disable these explosives. You rolled, you got a 21. You spent a force point on it to get it up to a 23.
24. I got 3 on the
24.
20.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. Thank you. You need a 25. You know that you were really close. I'll let you
Yay.
spend just a standard action
Okay.
to fix your mistake and make a clean roll, since you've already spent a full round on it right now.
Cool. I will do that.
Okay. Well, I'll take your first one.
23.
Do you want to spend a force point on the first one? I'll let you spend a force point on the
That's
second one if you
weird.
wish. But
No, that's weird. I don't know why. It's
how many
double
force
that
points
way.
you got left?
How many do I have left? This is my last one.
All right. That's your
But
last
I'll take the
force point.
6 for 29.
But it does appear to disable the explosives. You have
Yeah.
you are confident that 4 of the 6 sets of explosives have been disabled, and that Ash, as long as he's not also cloaked at the moment, I don't think he is, but Ash is working on the 5th set of explosives, the 5th of 6.
Can you mark on the map the ones that either are disabled or X'd or have been tweaked with? Because I know I've got the 2 on my stallion.
All of the ones
all
that
of the
you can
visible
see,
ones are-
all of
are
the
dealt
visible
with.
ones are now disabled.
all the ones, all the Easter eggs we found. Okay, great. Quick
Correct.
question for the DM, and it shames me. I know I should know this, but you have your shield rating at 10. You take 10 off, and if it beats the shield rating, your shield rating goes down in chunks of 5, or does it get
Correct.
white? I can't remember. Okay.
You can spend actions to re-up your shield rating if you've got droid
If it's
shields.
internal shield generators. If it is the shield guard, those can.
Oh yeah, no, they just burn out.
No, okay. So I think mine's burned out. But I owe myself 15 hit points. Yay, because it would have absorbed. Because I've been taking full damage, and the shield would have blocked 10 the first time, got burnt down to 5, blocked 5 the second time. Over the times I've been hit, so I think I owe myself 15 hit points.
Hey,
Shield
any way
absorption.
that you want to do that for yourself, you can do that. You can go back and
Okay.
check the.
And then
I could
I've-
check the tape, but if you'd like to give yourself 15,
No,
hit
no,
points back, you can take another.
I know I have not been absorbing, because every time you say, 33 points, I go, and I count them. I'm actually going my hit points going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 33 like, each time. So I've not been using my shield rating, even though I know that was up. So 10 would have come off a couple hits ago, burned it down to 5 shield rating, and then just now that 5 would have been absorbed.
That's
So
cool. I
believe-
trust you to check the
Okay.
chat history to reconfirm that.
How would you find that? How would you say less than
you-
like?
You wouldn't
wouldn't.
know which one was targeting you, I guess.
No, my big question is, have I taken my second wind? Because there's a take button, which would actually show.
No, I know, and it says 0 of 1. So one can only assume that unless you set your character sheet up incorrectly, which, it says
Which
0 of
did-
1.
happens all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think
whatever-
I took my second wind. I'd rather
it's
say
good,
I
Jeff.
took it. Yeah.
You can have another second wind. You could have 15 more hit
No,
points.
no.
It's all good, man. It's just a game.
It's like, I got an E-web, bitch.
I'm just reminding you what players feel like when they're
As-
trying to talk
As Matt likes to say, you're not the GM, Jeff. And yet, funny, we were recently playing, and twice I got, well, this is what I would do, Jeff, right from Matt. And I held back and to say, well, you're not the GM.
That's when you're supposed to say the GM. It's a perfect cue for that. Damn.
No, I was wrong. You guys threw a dictionary at me of the whole bracing the gold thing. I was so
I'm just like,
fucking
this
wrong.
is what that word means. I
No,
don't
that's
know.
Anyway, I am confident that my shields should have been in play and I didn't use them. So thank you for 15 hit points. I'm pretty sure I already took my second wind. I'm not going to cheese out and take another one.
Okay.
Okay. Because I would rather not go back to the footage and have, the one time Jeff played, he was second win. No. I'm not
All right,
having
fans, get in the comments. That's all I'm going to say. I know you guys have been listening to these back to back, so be sure to get in the comments. Join us at Rollmongers. Let us know.
We could offer money and people still wouldn't email us. Like the handful of people that actually talk to us after all the
That was my ploy. This was me encouraging engagement.
okay.
You mean the amount of
I'm
text I
encouraging
get,
engagement
like, for
amongst our
$5 an hour.
tens of fans. Yeah.
Our tens of thousands of 3. Anyway, story. Yes, I'll take a standard action. I re-up that with a 29. Okay. And I'm getting dangerously low on jetpack fuel myself. I'm pretty sure I'm hovering around 7, 8, 9, so I better land
And
the
you guys
sucker
balked
really
at me
soon.
for even not taking a jetpack.
Well, you have like 3 in the other game, so it's refreshing for you to be the force user and
All right.
fly
So
around
you
with
have a move action and a swift action left, Jeff. What would
Okay.
you like to do with the rest of your turn?
These guys have been talking on the comms, so I in turn tell them, got another one, middle stallion's done that I could find. Has anyone been talking about anything that got missed? Does anyone know of any bomb back and forth we've been talking about that was completely missed or untouched? Anyone?
Nope. The ones that are visible, we've all dealt with. Ash is working on his. So there's one column left.
Okay.
So far, 2 on each column.
Yeah. Okay. Who's down here? Is that Ash or is that Moreau? Who's in red?
That's Ash.
Okay. All right. I will fly as a move action. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you spent
6.
that last round with the jetpack on still.
Yeah, I need to land
No,
at the end of this movement. Oh, I'm getting dangerously close.
No, that's cool. As long as you ticked last round as a round of having it on that you did not move at, because you did not move last round, but it was on.
I can't remember if I landed and
It's
found it
very
or if I was
If you
floating.
didn't turn it, if you didn't spend a swift action to turn it off, then you kept it
No.
going. If you did spend a swift action to turn it off, then you must spend a swift action to turn it
How
on.
long ago did we play your game? Like 3
No,
weeks
I'm
ago. I can't remember. I do know I've been burning jetpacks. So
All right,
anyway.
so knock yourself down a round of jetpack fuel
Yeah.
for last round, because we literally just did the last round. So that would count against you for jetpack fuel if we're going to assume that it was on, which I think we would.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to fly.
And now you get six squares.
Oh. That's a problem. I can't reach them in 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to land here. 6.
Oh, are you out of jetpack fuel?
No, I'm hovering around 7 or 8. So I think as long as
you can aim toward it because you got next round.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. Fly 6 squares straight towards Ash and the next stallion, and that'll be me. So I'm zooming along. That's me.
You can have one more square, I think, from where you were at, unless you were trying to change height. So I just moved you one more square toward him.
I was here at the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Yeah. So on the north side of the bridge, hovering above the stairwell, straight towards Ash's position, the far east stallion, and I'm like 2 squares away from Ash and said stallion.
Anything with
podcasting
your
audience.
swift action?
Not really that I can do. No. I sure don't want to shut this thing off. I don't want to.
All right, we're gonna move on. If you can retcon something, you will. You guys hear coming through the comms.
Did you just say caca?
Caca!
Secret signal. That's their secret signal. Get down. What the hell?
Coming through the comms is what I said.
Oh. I still. Well, you said it, so I asked if you said something like caca. Like someone's dying. Do we have a man down? He says at the very end of his turn. Status report. There. Should get everybody talking on their turns.
All right, you hear coming through the comms. Does it have to end this way? Who speaks for you? All of you hear this.
That's Ubicor. This is your test mission, remember?
It just muted. Yeah, I know. And I either have to put a giant head of somebody over top of the map for me to mute, or it says the host muted you right across their video every time I press mute. That's why I try just to be quiet instead of muting. And you're all making faces at me, which I thought it was time for me to be quiet. Now he's calling on me in character. I'm so confused. I'm so tired.
I just want you to stop talking so I can ask you a question.
Who is this?
Who do you think this is? I represent the other group that's here that needs to blow up this train. You apparently want to stop me.
Can't we just let the next train pass? We'll even help you blow the bridge after that.
Oh, the next one? Sure. That'll work.
Well, how about the one we say? Maybe a few.
You mean the one in
TP.
7 and a... You mean the one in 7 and a half?
Yeah.
You mean the
Let's
one
have a 10... Yeah. Can we have 10-minute truce?
You mean the one in 7.5 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to blow that one up.
No. Unacceptable.
What he said.
You'll burn.
Talk to my Force User.
He doesn't talk very well when he's choking. Sorry, that was the
Is he
GM.
actually choking
that was the
into the
GM,
room?
not her.
No, I would love it if Ash is like squeaking out. No,
Fuck you. No. Extra 8 minutes will be fine.
that'd be awesome.
And we'll say that given the fact that each round is 6 seconds, I'm going to say that that's the conversation that sort of happened over the course of this next round, and some other things happened, but I wanted to give a little bit of that interplay.
Sure. You can say that's what distracted me from my botched mechanics roll. I was defusing a bomb, and then she distracted me, and I fixed it, flew over.
All right. TP, you're up.
I will fly straight up.
How many rounds do you have left?
I should have a few, 3 or 4 at least, 4 rounds at least, I think. I activated it, 2 rounds to fly, deactivated it, reactivated it, 2 rounds to fly. So I actually think I have at least 5 after this round.
Okay.
1, 2. Oh no, 3. So yeah, no, 4 out left after this round. Because that last charge, when I killed him, my jetpack was still on for that. So yeah, I will, straight up. And I think, does that count as difficult terrain? No, just so straight up 6 squares.
6 squares.
And then I will pull and drop a frag grenade on those 2 on my way out.
Ooh, reference! What's done is done.
Oh, not one.
Can also be undone.
But I don't know what it is to hit a square, because
It's 10 to hit a square, but a nat 1 misses it.
Karma.
So,
but it is still a 2x2 explosion onto, I'm assuming,
yeah, they take no damage because you missed the square.
yeah, but it has to land somewhere.
Yeah, it lands in the water for.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have to hit Ref Def 10 in order to do any damage to your intended
Yes,
people in the
And a
square.
natural
So-
one is an automatic miss.
Correct. All right. Smash. All right, Smash is going to put some E-Web on you. I will give you cover. $20, which isn't going to hit you, but it would do 12 points of damage unless you have evasion, TP. TP? Matt?
Sorry. 12 points of damage, you said?
Yeah, you don't have evasion or anything.
I
right?
do not know.
Okay, so that's 12 points of damage to you.
Yep.
Gunderson. And the shoot off in the crow's nest in the southeast. He doesn't have 0 range, but he does have Hunter's Mark. So Hunter's Mark is definitely on you. $32. I think that might hit you, Moreau,
That it will.
for 25 points of damage. And if that takes you, I believe that's a, let's see, Hunter's Mark. SWSE. Oh, he didn't aim, so that's not relevant. But that may still take you down the condition track for the hit itself.
Yes, it did.
Okay. And he's not going to move and not going to swift. Ash, go ahead and give me that mechanics check you were hoping for. At the top of the round. You've completed your activity. Ooh.
37.
The explosives are your biatch.
Can I do an over-the-shoulder toss and make an explosion happen without looking? And I'm asking for a big.
No, what
I want to put over the open comms. If you want this to be your future, remain in this vicinity.
So you can, what I will let you have with a nat 20, giving you a 37 on a mechanics check, if you want to have it automatic already coded to your party's
Our
Trigger.
Ingram.
I don't know who has the trigger, if there is a trigger. We'll just say you have the trigger.
Fine.
We'll say, do you have a detonator? Somebody has
Fair.
a detonator, right?
I have
get
one.
Did anybody get a detonator?
Yeah. I have like my entire last level up that I didn't spend. So yes, I have a
okay,
detonator.
now you're pulling it out. But you guys stopped at a depot of military equipment. Did anybody pick up a detonator?
Several. Oh wait, we bought a lot of C4, so we had detonators.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
to
did.
Jeff.
We talked about it.
Okay, all right. So chances are you have a detonator on you.
Because I'm the one who can
you
get
were the
away.
person. You were one of the people with mechanics, so you have it coded to your detonator.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Encoded to my detonator, and that's going to be entirely my turn. No.
No.
verbosum.
That was so. If you remember, you did a full round action. The bonus I just gave you was actual action economy because you don't have to spend any more time coding this to your detonator. You get to start the round with this coded to your detonator. And you have at the moment a full round of actions available to you.
Oh, okay.
As I
My
was being
misinterpretation of your granting. Phenomenal. I would. What? Returning a force power to your suite requires a what? Using a force. Requires the use of a force thing, but I mean like action economy of returning it.
The action economy of returning a
force power to your
power
suite.
that is not a personal.
Correct. Yeah.
So it is
Outside of the
a
purview.
reaction and a force point when it's not one that your abilities give you for free.
Okay.
So as a reaction to finishing your round, you may spend a force point if you'd like and recall a force power to your suite.
If that is savvy, I would like to do that. I've spent the force point. I had 5. I now have 4.
Okay. You now
I
have a swift action, a standard action, and a move action available to you. What would you like to do?
Well, thank you for asking so much, Doug. Appreciate you. Smooches. I will then take with my new force power that I've
What'd you bring
required. Brought back. I brought back move object.
Okay.
Into my suite. Yeah, that's pretty much one more offensive one that I have. I have a fire one, but droids care not to put fire. So where is Gronk lately? Right, I feel his presence is
Gronk.
I don't know
Smash?
the droid's name. Smash.
Okay, Smash.
Gronk?
Yes. Smash is up above you. You would need to move in order to see.
He never introduced himself properly.
He did say Smash. He literally said Smash.
He did, but nah.
You weren't listening to him. Is that what you're saying? You don't really listen to droids?
No, you're right.
Is that
that's me. It's a me issue. It's a me issue. 100%.
It's a meat issue. I understand.
Oh. Yeah. No, 100%. So Smash can get smashed as far as I'm concerned, and I would like to yeet him into the mountainside.
All right. So you will need to move to get line of sight on him.
Oh, okay.
Because you are currently underneath him, underneath the bridge, up under there at the explosives.
All right, I will do the whole.
So you know that whole. You've got to back away in order to.
I'll go up the stairs until I get to the point where it's like the whole I'm.
Yeah, there are no stairs over here. There were stairs in the central one. Here, there's just a stanchion, so you can back away out to the edge of the stanchion if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To see him.
I'll
do you see where I put you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see him from there.
Yeah, savvy. Stanchion away. Yeah.
All right, use the force check.
Thank you, sir. May the force be with me. Clicky. Bond. Second clicky. Use the force of 30.
Okay. Pretty big enough for him. So is it also exceed the target's will defense. Let me check his will defense. That's probably beating his will defense because he's a droid. It does beat his will defense.
Checks and balances.
So what are you doing with him?
I'm going to huck him into the side of the mountain. The wall.
Okay, you
Rock
get...
wall.
Okay. So... Get...
Preferably, again.
Yeah, I mean...
Within confines.
The only way you can throw him into the... You can throw him into the ground. You can throw him into the track. You could probably... So there is... So do you see the black bars on the north and south of the bridge?
Correct.
One of which
Yeah,
has a 12 in it. That is a concrete arch.
Yep.
Or a permacrete, I think is what we call it in Star Wars world. Arch. You could throw him into that at ground level or nearly at ground level because you get 12 squares. So you can pick him up and throw him into that. But the wall is exactly 12 squares away from you.
Gotcha.
So everything has to stay within 12 squares. So that's what I'm trying to...
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's all. I'll go for that.
Okay.
Smash, smash.
Although if...
No, lay it out. Rules are rules.
If you do that...
Yeah.
You run the risk of maybe hitting your ally with him, given what's over there.
Do I know my ally is there?
Right. So would you rather throw him into the ground adjacent or so that you definitely miss him?
Yeah, Ash would. Just so you guys know, Ash guys cares about you motherfuckers.
All right.
Like he's hardcore personifying that malice thing.
All right.
No, he's
deal some damage. Give me your, I believe, 8d6 in damage.
All right. 8. 6. Okay. Here's 6, and then I owe you 2 more.
What?
Oh wow, that was way more than I intended to roll. Just take the first roll, ignore everything
68,
else.
68, and 68.
Yeah. I rolled progressively better. Just take the first one, which is 21.
I will give you the 12 more. Stop! No, those 2 don't count. Well, I should take those 2, but you
take the very first. Take the very first.
I take the very first 8.
Right.
Wait, you rolled.
Okay, I got you.
No,
and then take the next 2.
No.
I can't. 4 and the 8. Sorry, gotcha. I'm not pressing buttons.
21 points from your first roll. I will add 8 to that and make that 29 because you rolled D8s.
Yeah.
And they're D6s. So as long as you didn't roll above a 6 on anything, I will take the value that you rolled. So I'm going to go with 29 points of damage to smash.
Sorry, smash. And then I broadcast. Leave now.
Zephyr, you are adjacent to to what?
And Zephyr, you hear
large droid slams into the ground immediately beside you.
Awesome. Well, after I get done peeing my pants a little bit because he's so close, I will.
Yeah, way beyond Ocean centers.
I will aim and take a shot at him.
Okay.
It's a 33.
33 will hit him.
Awesome. 25 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Let's see. He lands next to me, I guess, prone. And I just kind of lift up my gun and aim at his central processing unit, as far as I know, and just take a nice shot at him, taking a hole in him.
Right. Moreau.
If I look over the edge here, if I were to jump, could momentum take me to the river?
No. Not
Damn.
without jetpack fuel. You would just go straight down to the beach.
Okay. And so this little crow's nest here is up in the air, though, correct?
It's 25 squares up. Yep.
Okay. Then I want to draw my ascension pistol. And if possible, I want to kind of try to get down. But I don't know if that's enough, if there's enough actions to do that.
So,
Don't think there would be.
how do you want? So, are you trying to descend with your ascension gun, which I know essentially trying to tie off and like descend? You will absolutely take attacks of opportunity doing this.
Oh, I know. But if I take an attack anyways, I'm going down, so...
Well, if he hits you, you know. Okay.
He probably will, considering pattern so far. -5 condition.
So, yeah, I don't think he's got any reason to take extra attacks, but all right, so the idea is you used a move action to draw your dissension gun. Let's say you manage to do a swift to kind of hook it, and then you use your standard to go ahead and start descending with it. Right? He will get an attack of opportunity. It has what, 12 squares per round? Is that what it does?
Probably. I can look that up.
Take a quick look at that while he's shooting at you.
Just do this little bit of research under fire.
Yeah, he hit a 30. I think he's taking. I think you're going to fall off the bottom of that to the bottom of the. 30's going to hit you, I assume. You might want to wait till you hit the ground and then spend your force point down there so that you don't die.
Yep, that's my plan.
Right? Sorry, man. The cure.
If I can see sort of the width and breadth of the second stallion from my 2 squares away in the north end and 8 squares away from the other, I'd like to start with a perception check to see if I can scan and see any bombs that I could fly to with my next movement as opposed to...
That's a swift action to take a perception check and look.
Yeah.
It will obviously, the difficulty will be higher further away. And at 20, you see... No, let me actually in there. So apologies. That one, I thought that one was already visible. That is the one that Ash, I just popped one in that's very close to you. That is the one Ash just disabled and recoded to your party. So you absolutely see that one.
Sorry.
But,
so if I did I know about it? Like did
yes.
Did he call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So I'd like to. So how about a move then a swift? Because I want to go basically forward a square and then fly south along the stallion, going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see if I can perceive anything. You know what I mean? In the proverbial other end.
Right. You mean
bomb.
Instead of spending a swift action at the beginning, you want to move before you perceive.
Yes. Yeah, because you
A
kind of
20
changed the board on me.
Yeah.
I thought I had to sweep along the whole thing, right?
give
So
it-
if I don't.
You do.
Okay.
What you're reasonably confident of, you don't see anything, but every single other one has been a right, left.
Yeah. So
Sorry, did I say that too cryptically? So each set of mines has been west side of the stanchion, east side of the stanchion, west side of the stanchion, east side of the stanchion.
Oh, so I need to get around. I see what you're saying.
So I'm saying you
Okay.
don't see anything, but that
Right.
your logic tells you, after having dealt with 5 others of these, they have been alternating the sides of the stanchion that they're on.
Oh, okay. Does this occur to me now, or does
Yes.
this occur to me at the beginning of the round? Okay.
It can occur to you at the beginning of the round. Why not?
Okay. I would have changed.
Let's take you back.
Sorry.
Start you over. What would
Okay.
you like to do with your turn, Jeff?
Okay, flying along, did it from last turn, right? Okay, he said there's one here. We've noticed there's a pattern, right? Even if I have to come all the way around the end, I'd like to fly straight over said stanchion this time. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Is that clear for me to go south, or do I have to go 4?
You have to go up. Well, you're still above it. You haven't changed your height. Okay,
4,
so 4.
right? Right. 5, 6 under. Or if I got to drop down 5 and then 6 under, and then start my peaking here and look along the back end of it. You follow me?
Yep. Then with the 20, you see it, so you can fly right up to it. Why don't you do that?
Well, here's the thing. I'm about to run out of gas, so I've got one more move, so I better land on something. So if you can place it, I will place me. I will place my feet. I'm assuming you're going to put it here. This is where logically it should be, or under here, somewhere along these, right? Okay, fine. So, as a second move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'd like to try and land on the stanchion, adjacent to it if I can, but emergency first if I can get to said stanchion.
Yeah,
Maybe?
you can move diagonally.
Yeah, okay. Land. So a swift to spot it, 2 moves in there to get to where I am, and I'm done, but at least I'm close to it. Pretty much spent my round flying into position to get to the next one, but at least I know it's here. I call it out on the mic for free. Guys, one more. South side, last stanchion, blah. And land. Putter, putter, putter. And I don't mean like land in a good way. I mean, I'd probably like literally running out of fuel and just drop. Because I'm pretty out of gas by now. I don't know if you want acrobatics or athletics for me to stick the landing, but...
No, you only need to make a piloting check if you fly more than 12 squares in a round.
I flow 12 exactly, so that's up
Right.
to you.
No,
12
so-
or more? It's not more than 12, it's 12 or more.
No, it is. You only have to make a pilot check if you fly more than 12 squares
12.
in a round and land.
Okay. That's fine. 2 double moves is 6.
Merrick,
Sounds like
that
it's
was for you.
inside the game. Yeah. Oh, if we could count the times. Okay. So I'm good. I will end. That's me.
Okay.
How thick is the bridge, Doug? Instead of curiosity, like, is it a full square width?
It has been you mean in
Like depth,
off of. So you guys have had to kind of crawl up under it. So it is approximately a full square above the stanchions when there's not a stairwell coming all the way up to it. So in the rough stanchions are roughly a square beneath the seven
level of the actual bridge
it's
itself.
approximately 6 squares.
So to fly under it, I have to be flying at like square 5.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. I gave you a chance. Then you decided to murder my downed compatriots. A chance and hope. Truce. And she does a 27 beat your wolf save, Bakur?
Sorry, nodding yes.
All right, she eats you into the river, downstream, and a 27 does 66 points of damage.
What?
And you take 25 points of damage.
Oh, I thought you said 66 points, not
66. It always sounds that way, doesn't it?
Your accent, man. And you take 60. What? Blub, blub.
You take 25 points of damage from the 6d6 coming at you and are thrown into the water. Oh, you have so many more hit points now. Worked for you.
No, I have 89 wounds. Oh, I've been counting up. I've been counting up instead of down. That's fine. I'll fix it.
You've got Pathfinder 2 in your head. Like, you had been going down, and now you're would have 2/3 of your hit points. So I have no idea what you're at, whether you're down, whether you're up. I think that's also...
It's fine. It's fine. I just took off the 15 I gave myself. I just took off your 25. And what was that first hit? Like 33 at the beginning of the night? Right?
The beginning of today was 33, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
There we go. Down 26 hit points. That takes that because I just basically counted down 25 and the 15 I gave myself and the 33, and this is where I'm at. 26 hit points.
Okay.
Out of 98.
And down another condition track. Is 25 enough to send you down the condition track?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. No, down threshold is 27.
Your damage threshold is how far down the condition track are you?
-5. But that's funny because the sheet has been changing my reflex, fortitude, and will, but it has not been changing my damage threshold. Unless it's that high.
It's not. No, your damage threshold is a 32.
Oh, because
So
I have the
a juice.
+5 bonus. Yeah, I have a juice threshold, right? Because I'm tough. Yeah. No, that's where it's supposed to be.
25 managed to not send you down another step down the condition track.
To the miserable life of a player at -10 where no one likes to dwell.
Okay. TP.
All right. I will fly under the bridge. So down 1 and straight to the south.
With the double move?
Yeah, you know what? I will double move.
And how many rounds do you have left? Whoa.
So 3 rounds after this one because I had 4 after the last. Oh, 2.
What's your movement?
Good question.
Because your movement should be
6 squares.
6 squares, right?
Yeah, 6 and 6 is 12.
Right, but you had to fly down one, right?
Oh, yeah. So back 1.
Okay. Anything with your swift?
Is there anything I can do with my swift? Not really, no.
All right. And how many rounds of jetpack do you have left?
After this, 3.
Okay.
And that's me.
All right, Gunderson. Here's TP, his prime target. Aims. Fires. TP. Does a 29 hit you, TP? All right.
It does, yes, sir.
All right. You take 24 points of damage.
Ow.
Does that breach your damage threshold?
No.
All right. Then you only go down 2 steps. 1 step. 1 step.
Doesn't it have to breach my...
It would if he wasn't using Hunter's Mark in addition.
Oh, right.
He's damaged you while aiming.
So you did 25, you said?
24 points of damage
24.
and 1 step down the condition track.
Boo. To your condition. You're a CT killer. Boo, indeed.
He could have been a much more of a CT. He's actually a light CT build. He's not a ruthless CT build. Ash.
They're still here. Excellent. I will take a turn to go stealth.
You're going to have to translate the Ryanism in there. What are you doing?
Stealth.
You're going to do stuff. Okay, I think stuff is
Stealth,
definitely a
stealth,
full
stealth.
round action.
Yeah.
Oh, stealth.
Stealth.
Stealth stuff. Stealth stuff. What
Stealthy,
level of
stealthy
stealthing do you plan to engage in at this point? Because you have multiple options on your stealth rounding.
I do, and I like to engage all of them.
So you would like to use your force power of cloak to cloak yourself?
I will. And then I would like to use free action to return it to my suite.
Well, first I think you need to roll use the force to actually use the action so that it gets out of your suite before you pull it back. Your free action.
Wait, I don't want to let it go, though.
It's back.
You have to let something go. I don't like letting it go.
Yeah. All right.
Very well, then. Use the force. Oh, 32.
Okay. I'm sure that's pretty good for your cloak. I
Stealth reasons.
don't think there's any other than having to actually charge it up. Yeah, you got the highest end of it, so you have total concealment and a +5 force bonus to your stealth checks until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah. Then return it to the suite, and then it gives me a move action, and then I'll try to shimmy up this little shaft here that I'm left with.
Where are you headed? While you're
Northbound.
shimmying on the shaft?
Yeah.
Right.
No, 100%.
What exactly?
North.
What's your final destination once you've shimmied the shaft?
Satisfaction. Isn't that everything for everyone?
So you want to get to the top? You want to get up on the...
Doesn't we all?
Do I have you about where you want to be? Because you've got maybe one more square.
No. A train showed me that this is not exactly where I want to be.
Okay, so
But I'm
move
okay.
yourself.
I'm questioning things, but
You're full of questions.
aren't we all? So solidly, I'm holding here.
All right.
Stealth and comfortably numb.
Mm. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
But the idea gets across.
All right. Well, I will put a little icon on you. Let's see which one.
You, sir.
I'll put you the little ninja icon.
My icon. You can't have it.
Zephyr.
All right. There's really only one thing I can do. But why don't we get a better vantage point? You said that the 12 marker is like an arch going over the track. Can
Correct.
I use my ascension gun to basically get up on top of that?
You absolutely can.
I would love to do that.
All right. So we're saying a move action to get your ascension gun out, or it was already out. No, because it is move. You do have to get it out because you walked up the stairs.
Yeah.
You're pulling because you didn't need to use it last time. Move action to get it out. You fire it up there, and I will let you go ahead and ascend up to it with the full round action. But give me your shot. You need to not shoot badly. I think you need to hit about a ref def 10, otherwise it's not going to hit where you need it to lock in and pull you up.
Would that just be like maybe a normal pistol attack?
Yeah, just a normal pistol attack will be fine.
24.
Okay. I'm going to put you over top of that just for the sake of being clear.
All right.
Moreau, you spent a force point to stabilize once you hit the bottom there, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm still, while I am taking opponents out of the turn order, I'm going to leave you in, and I apologize in advance if it feels like I'm just poking you with a stick every round.
It's fine. This is fine.
Bakur, you are in water. The water is rushing by. It is going downstream. You are being pulled downstream at a reasonable clip. You are, I believe, -10 on the condition track and have 20-ish some points of hit points. Is that an accurate assessment of where you're at?
26 hit points. My athletics is like down to +2, but I doggy paddle without any shame.
Okay.
Actually, hit the water, sploosh. Before I get carried away, I'd like to pull my ascension gun and try to shoot the stallion that I came from, even if it's just
Stanchion.
straight across. Stanchion.
Okay, good.
Even if it's just straight
I was
across like
wondering where
water
the
level.
horses were. So all right, straight
Let's
out.
not shoot horses unnecessarily.
That's right. Okay. So you were
Depending
taking
on
the-
like
the closest stanchion. So the one
yeah,
I'm pinging to your northwest.
no, the one I came from.
Okay.
I want to go back and finish my job. Question is, can you tell me, GM, the difficulty of the shot straight across the water to pull me in at water ground level as opposed to pulling me up out of the water by hitting the top of it?
I can tell you that it will be slower going through the water than coming out of the water, but either way, you're going to get drugged through the water before you get drugged out of the water because it's
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about if I shoot at water level, I'm floating at the bottom of the stanchion. If I shoot up, then it will pull me to the stanchion, and then I can climb straight up and go back to work. Right? But I don't want to take a shot that's like ridiculously hard and just end up downriver. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking, like, eyeballing the shot, or with Star Wars mechanics, is it much harder to shoot, near the top of the stanchion from where I am as opposed to? It's
not any harder to shoot up than it is directly.
Then I will try to shoot at the top, so that my goal is to basically climb. Like, I know it's going to take me forever to pull through the water, then climb up the side of this thing, but I want to end in a couple rounds, or however long it takes, at the top, so I can go back to work because I'm on a job.
So a base pistol shot with not most of your bonuses. So,
-10.
Well, plus a -10 too, right? It is point blank. So
I've got my Ascension gun point blank attack roll here. So
okay.
Pew pew.
All right.
13.
You just barely do grab hold.
Okay.
And
as a swift action, I set it to reel my ass in.
It's automatic in that sense. So you used a move action to draw your weapon. You used your standard to shoot. I'm going to give you half the distance to it because you're being pulled against the current toward it. Whereas I let Drew get all the way up to the top because he had nothing.
Okay. Just curious, would I even start any movement on this turn?
You get to move this turn because I let Drew move on his turn, doing the exact same behavior in just before you.
Yeah, it's the machine doing the dragging, right? So
correct. Yeah. I'm trying not to give out too much extra action economy with an Ascension gun, but because anyway, you got to there.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not thrilled with the action economy of Ascension gun, so I'm sort of splitting the difference between the free.
No, that's fine. And moving it all this round, in my opinion, is generous. So thank you, oh benevolent GM. I'm tenacious. That's why I'm still in this crew. Can't get me out that early.
And that brings us to the end of round 14, when the train comes through again. And we will see you next time. Rise of the Consortium podcast.
Forced to myself up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no equivalent whittle for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy. Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong, and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong, and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong, and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong, and I feel it still.